एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभव निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभव निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभव निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद। धन धन गुरु ग्रंथ साहब जी महाराज, धन गुरु गोबिंद सिंह साहिब सच्चे बादशाह। कमाले करामात कायम करीम, रजा बख्श राज करे हको रहीम। अमा बख्शो बख्शन देहो दस्तगीर, रजा बख्श रोजी देहो दिल पजीर। शहनशाह खूबी देहो रहनमू के बेगूनो बेचूनो चूबे नमू। न साजो न बाजो न फौजो न फर्श, खुदावंद बख्शन देहू ऐ शर्श। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। We are visiting the Bani of Anand Sahib, the Bani composed by the third Guru. Gurbani of Anand is sung in every congregation of 6, whether it is a happy occasion or a sad occasion. If life is lived in Gurmat, if life is lived according to Gurbani, then the culmination of this life is Anand. If we are to quantify, identify, benchmark, realization, meeting God, then Anand Sahib is that benchmark. Anand word is an absolute word. It doesn't have an opposite. And in that way, Anand Sahib is the pinnacle of human life, where we have unconditional happiness. Happiness, joy, free of time, space and cause. Guru has also called this Amrit, where there is no death. When we visit Anand Sahib, we understand the human psychology, the human life journey, the possibilities of human life. Every human being, when he comes into this life, he comes in with an identity, with the ego. And that ego is his creation. That is how life exists. When Guru Nanak Sahib was asked, Kit kit bid jag upje purkha, kit kit dukh binas jai, how does creation come about and how does pain go away? Maharaj says, Home with jag upje purkha. Through the ego, the life comes about. We experience life through ego, through our identity, through the body, through the body's conditioned mind, learnings which we do. The journey of life is all through the ego. The ego is the transient part of life, temporary. It's not permanent. Ego is an opportunity given to us to understand life. It is given and it will be taken away. Ultimately, the human creation, human being comes from a separation from his or her source, like a droplet of water, जैसे जलते बुदबुदा, separated from the ocean, separated from its main body, and then merges back to its parent body, to its source. This Anand is an identification of this emergence of the human soul back to its source mind. And if we have not cracked open or visited this state of Anand during this lifetime, then it is mandatory, requisite that we will keep wandering. And what will be our next shape, form, and where will we go, we don't have much control. We are bound by the cycle of karma. So there are two cycles in life. One is the cycle of karma, the other is the cycle of nadar. Maharaj says, Punni papi akhad na hai, kar karna likh le jao. Ape beej ape hi khao, nanak hukmi avo jao. So as you have done, so you shall reap. You have to pay the price for the karmas. And who does the karma? I, the ego. The ego is the creator of these karmas, and so the ego has to bear the responsibility of these karmas. But where and what happens beyond the ego is the cycle of nadar. In the Japji Sahib, Maharaj visits these two aspects of human life, two possibilities. One is wandering, the other is rest. And Maharaj calls that samajana, finding rest, finding peace, no wandering needed. And that finding that peace has a relationship to this Anand. Because it is essential for us to find that what we are looking for. We are looking for this Anand. Our whole journey is to find unconditional happiness. And forever, not temporarily. Not happiness for some time and then unhappiness. So we wander this ego mind, searching for happiness through conditions, through reasons for happiness, relationships, things, status, wealth. We seek all those things and we then feel that we have found happiness. It's a far cry. Even if we have found it in these relationships, things, even then, there is a culmination, an end to all these relationships. There is an end to everything in life. And it is related to life itself, to the body itself. Jeevat lo vyavahar hai. Life is as long as there is body. When the body is gone, everything, all the experiences of this body are gone. So Anand is that one transcendent experience which goes beyond the body, which is unconditional. It has no conditions to it, only one condition, that we have found the Guru and the Guru has opened our door. Gur Prasad is what Guru Sahib calls it. If we have Gur Prasad in our lives, and if that door to Anand is open, then we will find rest, peace, and cessation of wandering. Otherwise, we will keep wandering. That is what we do. We are looking for this unconditional happiness throughout our lives. Maharaj calls this Amrit. Surnar Munjan Amrit khoj de, so Amrit gurte paya. We did an introduction on Anand Sahib in the last session. Bhagat Kabir talks about Anand Sahib, Anand. He says, Asman mein aane leheng dariya, gusal kardan bood. Within us lies this river of joy. He says, bathe in it. You have a joy within you. Why are you seeking it outside? Gusal kardan bood. Have a bath in this river which is flowing within you. But we don't go within ourselves. Our natural tendency is not to go within. Our natural tendency is to go outside. Because we have found life through ego, through the senses. And the senses pull our energy towards this experience of life which we have found in the body. So life is deeper than the experience of the body. Life is more meaningful than just the body. The first body of Anand Sahib we will visit today. Guru Amardas Maharaj composed this in Goindwal, where 3 gurus have been connected to Goindwal. Guru Amardas, Guru Ramdas and Guru Arjan Sahib. Brahm Gyan is the word they use in tradition. A Brahm Gyani is one who has Anand, channel of Anand opened to him or her. And this is the reason why acceptance becomes the focus of life. Asa mahe nirasa. Somebody who has found Anand within doesn't wander too much in the physical. His expectations are limited and he can deal with disappointment. Disappointments will still come. Life will still flow if we live the ego world. All those things will keep happening, but the conditions will change. Maharaj says, Sukh dukh ko tum sam kar jano. Now that is only possible if we have Anand exposure. If we have knowledge of this new environment within ourselves. this new segment of our mind where Anand exists. If we have this exposure, if the door is opened to us, which is what we will visit in this Bani. There are 40 paudis in this Bani. Paudi is literally means every step. Every step we move closer to our own self, to our own creator. We don't know our creator. We don't know who has made us. He hides somewhere where we don't know. But Guru says that this Anand is one way of meeting our creator. Anand Roop Ravyo Sab Madhe. All creation is full of Anand. But we are sad. We are disconnected. We have words. We use words to explain, to understand, to know. But we can know many things in facts, knowledge. If we don't have that experience, then all that knowing is not of much value. It is of value. It is part of our journey. It is all there. But without this experience of Anand, life will culminate in sorrow, in loss, in pain. And with this Anand, everything changes. Life ends, the body also ends in joy, in celebration. And there is no regrets. There is no sense of loss. So how do we transcend? We transcend by going beyond the ego life which we have. हमें दीर्घ रोग है दारू बिस्माई कृपा करे जी अपनी ता गुर का शब्द कमाई. And then this experience of Shabad. What is Shabad? Where does Shabad? One Shabad is what we are talking. One is the revealed Shabad in the Guru Granth Sahib, which is, I am talking to you, so you are connected to me. But in the Guru Granth Sahib, the Shabad is the creator's sound, creator's voice. Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani. Which Bani Amrit Sari. Vaho Vaho Bani Nirankar hai. It is the creator's presence in the Guru Granth and the Shabad. And that is the creator talking to us. There are no life histories in the Guru Granth Sahib. None of our Guru's births or deaths are mentioned. But Man and Naam is mentioned in every Shabad. This Anand Sahib is experienced in the Man, in the mind. Maharaj, we need to experience this, open this door within our living life. Or even have a connection severe enough where our moving mind is not so detached that it doesn't come into another at all. If we visit the Shlok of Japji Sahib in the end, this is the two darshans we get. One is the ego darshan, the physical body, and the other is another darshan. Jinni naam te aaya, gaye mushakkat kaal. Those who have endeavored in the name, in Naam, in Anand, they have earned the real gift of life. Nanak te mukhujle keti chutti naal. And that is the wealth of human life. To have found something which can't be taken away from us. If something can be taken away from us, it's not ours. We only will be mere caretakers. That is what we all are, of the wealth which we have, of the karam which we own. We are just living them through. And a new experience will open every field, in every journey which we take. In the Onkeshwar Bani, in the Onkar, Bani of Onkar, which was composed in Madhya Pradesh, Onkareshwar is the mandir, it's a Jyotirling. Maharaj in the 21st stanza talks about reincarnation. Kar tar thir thaki bahut tere, jaat asank ant nahi mere. So many houses, kar tar, dar fir, you are wandering. So many places, bahut tere, jaat asank ant nahi mere, thaki bahut tere, and you are tired. The journey of the soul is also tired, seeking, searching, wandering. That is why in the Rahav of the Siddh Gosht, Maharaj says, Kya bhav ye sat sucha hoy, saat shabad bin mukt na koi. Why wander? Without shabad you will not find truth. Anand Sahib is the song of the soul meeting its creator. It is the rag of love, where the incomplete human being finds completeness, where the Sikh meets the Guru. Nanak Bhakta Sada Vigas. Forever there is unconditional happiness. Where is this life where we have unconditional happiness? Today these aspects of Anand are not discussed. We are discussing words, explanation, meanings of words. But what does the door open us to? That experience is the relevant part of life. We just wander in words and not experience this. What a big loss. And unless we have experienced this, we will not know Guru, we will not know Creator, we will not know our relationship to creation. We will keep wandering in karam, action, reaction, doing and non-doing. Let us first read through the first body, Maharaj, and then go deeper in understanding of what Guru Amar Das Maharaj is saying. What is so special? Anand Sahib is a really special Bani. I don't think there is any other place in the world where Bani is dedicated to inner joy, to the inner spirit song, to the bird which is seeking and which wants to have water, is thirsty, to the human soul seeking its creator, wanting rest. We all write rest in peace if someone passes away. That rest in peace doesn't come without knowing Anand Sahib, without knowing the Anand of life, the song of the spirit. Bhagat Kabir says, Asman mein aanne, the 10th door of your life, there is a river of Anand in us all, in every one of us. But we go and pass by life without knowing this. We try and seek it outside. Maharaj says, Bahar toondat bahut dukh paave. Seeking outside, you will only find pain. Life is only pain if we are wandering in the moving mind, in the thinking mind. And life is Anand if we have found stability of the mind. Thir kar baiso harjan pyare, Satgur tumre kaaj saware. Maharaj in the Asa di War talks about Nanak lekhe ek gal, one thing. What is this one thing? Nanak lekhe ek gal hor home chakhna chak. This is the Anand which Guru Sahib talks about. One thing which we need to experience. The rest is all ego. Home chakhna chak. And who gives us this experience? Guru gives us this experience. How? Guru takes us beyond the ego. The ego has a limitation. The Trikuti, the third eye which people call, somewhere near that, is our center of border of ego. Up to there will our ego go, our dhyan will go. Beyond that, the Guru has to open the door. Without the Guru, it will not happen. We can't leave the ego on our own. We are our ego. We are ourselves. I am. How will I go beyond I am on my own? There is no way. If I could do that, then I am my own creator. But Guru does that. Guru takes me beyond the ego. Maharaj, we'll read through the first body and then we will discuss further.
वाहिगुरु जी रामकली महला तीजा आनंद एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद आनंद पया मेरी माए सतगुरु मैं पाया सतगुरता पाया सहज सेती मन वजिया वाधाइया राग रतन परवार परिया शब्द गावण आइया शब्दों तगावो हरि केरा मन जिनी वसाया कहे नानक आनंद हुआ सतगुरु मैं पाया वाहिगुरु जी आनंद पया मेरी माए सतगुरु मैं पाया सतगुरता पाया सहज सेती मन वजिया वाधाइया राग रतन परवार परिया शब्द गावण आइया शब्दों तगावो हरि केरा मन जिनी वसाया कहे नानक आनंद हुआ सतगुरु मैं पाया वाहिगुरु जी
Thank you, beta. Ramkali Mahla Tija, Anand. Ramkali is the rag of this Bani. Ramkali incidentally is the famous, is the loved rag of the yogis. In the yogic tradition, everything is sung in Ramkali. And a lot of the words which are used in this Bani will visit us, which are used in the yogic tradition. Like Trikuti is a word used by the yogis. $500 ago, 600 years ago, there were three traditions in India: Hindu, Muslim, and the yogic tradition. And one of the more experienced dialogues between the yogis and Guru Nanak, which is called the Siddh Gosht, is an immensely deep understanding of the human psychology, of the spiritual journey of life. That is also coming from the yogic tradition. A lot of these questions which are asked from Guru Nanak, including one of the most potent questions: who is your Guru? Kavan mool, kavan matvela, kavan Guru kiska tu chela? Who is Guru Nanak's Guru? Yogi asked him. None of us have asked, but the yogis have a deeper understanding. Their questions are very potent. This rag Ramkali is actually a favorite rag of the yogis. Mahla Tija is the third body of Guru Nanak, third Mahal. Guru is not the body. Guru is the Jyot, the spirit of the one who is connected to its source. And this passes on from one Guru to one body to the other. And today it rests in the Guru Granth. So this is the Bani of Guru Amar Das Maharaj, sung in Govindwal. Ek Omkar, Sadgur Prasad. Ek Omkar. There is one creator in Sakar Nirakar and continuously present in all creation. There is only one. We all are a part of that one. And most of us don't experience that one. Life passes by and we don't know who's our creator. this opportunity of a physical body is to understand and know who is our creator. And knowing that is not mere knowledge, it's experiential. It gives certain gifts with it. And one of the most potent gifts is Anand, unconditional happiness. Anand is an absolute word, it has no opposite. Happiness and sorrow are not absolute. They are conditional on each other. If I was to define happiness, I would need sorrow. So that means happiness will not come to me alone. It will come with sorrow. So if I am seeking happiness, sorrow will come with it. And then I will resist sorrow and I will accept happiness. And there the conflict arises. They both come together. So if someone was to ask me, why are you unhappy? Our seeking happiness causes sorrow. When we go out and seek happiness, we will find only sorrow. Because happiness is a very fast experienced energy. And then when we have gone beyond happiness, the sorrow is our only precipitate. We feel sorrow more. We feel the pain of sorrow more. Because we feel the I more. Happiness makes us go beyond our ego. Like love makes us go beyond ego. Love is a transcendent energy. It goes beyond divisive mind to the one mind, focused mind. Transcending the ego and going into the realm where there is no ego converts the human being into superhuman being. Narte sur hoye jaat nimak mein. Narte sur hoye jaat. Devta Maharaj says. Nimak mein. So if we haven't experienced Anand, this journey of the physical body is to know this Anand while we are living. And this is the part which everybody talks about as mukti, as nirvan. This Anand is the potent energy. This is what makes us transcend death. Maharaj says, Ek Omkar Sadgur Prasad. And one of the questions which Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj asked his Sikhs, one day he asked them, if I climb on my horse in that much time, who can tell me the synopsis of the Guru Granth Sahib? I will only climb my horse and I want to know what is the synopsis of Guru Granth. Only one of the Sikhs was able to answer, and he says, Ek Omkar Sadgur Prasad. We are seeking the Ek Omkar, and in the Gur Prasad we find him. If we have found Gur Prasad, if we have found the life of another, it takes us beyond our ego life. Kirpa kare je apni. Kirpa is the word. Karte pa. Kirpa kare je apni, ta Gur ka shabad kamaye. So shabad is the potent energy. Anand paya meri mai. Maharaj is announcing, I am full of Anand. Every part of my being, every part of my soul, spirit and mind is full of Anand. There is no semblance of sorrow left in me. Unconditional happiness exists where I am. Have we ever experienced such happiness? If we have not, this is what Guru Granth Sahib invites us to do, to find this happiness. In every congregation where we meet, we always sing Anand Sahib in the end. And we sing it so fast. But every word is so potent. Every word is an invitation for us to do away with our pain, to go beyond pain, sorrow, death, wandering, confusion, find Anand. And the only condition which he gives to this Anand is his emotional energy. Anand Piya Meri Mai, he's talking to his mother, or to the mind which is stable. Either way. Emotions are related to our mother, the love. I am full of love. I found Anand. Satguru mein paya. And I have found the Guru. The meeting of a Sikh and a Guru, where the Sikh becomes one mind with the Guru. It's an experience of the man. It's transformative. It transforms this human being from his wandering, his pain, from his sorrows, from his losses, from his errors, to perfection. Paramgat, Paramgat. The pinnacle of human life is Anand Sahib. The pinnacle of this human endeavor is to do away with the wandering of life and find permanence, find stability, find that joy which is with me always, unconditionally. But it doesn't get open till I meet the Guru. And that is the reason we seek the Guru. We can't do away with the ego. Ego is our pain in life. Home dirag rog hai. Ego is the disease, severe disease. Daru bhi isma hai, but the solution comes within it, within this ego. Kirpa kare ji apni. When the Guru blesses the Sikh, he meets Shabad. Ejiyo bahut te janam par mein, ta Satgur Shabad sunaya. We read through the Guru Granth, we think it is just words. This is the journey of Brahm Gyan. This is the journey of the song of the Spirit. This is the journey of love, unconditional, transcending time, space and cause. This is the journey which is forever. Maharaj uses the word samajana, finding rest, cessation of wandering. No longer I need to seek. I've already found what I wanted. We are only looking for happiness, and we want it forever. And when I have found it, then my seeking ceases. Life may be still existing. If I want it to be, it's there. But it is not the foundation of my life anymore. I found the foundation of my soul, my spirit, which is full of Anand. Maharaj says, Anand paya, meri mai Satguru mein paya. I have found the Guru. Jis miliye man hoye Anand, so Satgur kahiye. The definition of Guru is rest with Anand. Jis miliye man hoye Anand, so Satgur kahiye. How many Gurus we have today in the physical form? We are seeking Gurus everywhere who can connect us to Anand. Is there anyone out there? They will make us do exercises, practices, but do they connect us to Anand? Without Guru, we can't connect to Anand. And there we find there is no ego, there is no I. Home naame naal virodh hai, doye na bas ek thain. Man beche Satgur ke paas. The meeting of a Sikh and Guru happens when the Sikh gives up his wandering mind. Man beche Satgur ke paas. Tis sevak ke karaj saas. Sev karat hove nehkami. Sikh who does seva without desire. That means with love. When we do anything for the Guru with love, there is no desire. Even when we approach spirituality with desire, it will not work. I want to hold on to my I and yet be a part of the ocean. The drop wants his identity and yet be part of the ocean. How it can be? The droplet has to give up its borders. The droplet has to give up its I to merge with the ocean. And this will happen only when the Guru meets us. The Guru takes us beyond the ego self. Kyon Gurban Trikuti Chutsi. Without the Guru, we can't go beyond the Trikuti. So Maharaj says, Anand Paya, Meri Mae Satguru mein paya. I have found my Guru. And how does Guru meet the Sikh? Satgurta paya sehaj seti. Man vajiyan vadaiyan. Sehaj, effortlessness, stability, calmness, desireless. When I meet the Guru without thoughts, that's a part of a definition of darshan. Man chure kat darshan jaan. When the mind is dropped, there we see the darshan of the Guru. When the Sikh meets his Guru or her Guru and gets transformed forever. Jin manas te devte kiye, kartana lagi var. This is the role of the Guru. He transforms us from the human form to a superhuman form. Devte kiye. What does it mean? It means having transcended death, transcended the human experience of the physical body, and found Anand, unconditional Anand within us. Satgurta paya, sehaj seti, without an effort, with love, without doing, without wandering, without pressures, tensions. Man vajiyan vadaiyan. This experience of Anand comes where? Comes in the Anand. Man vajiyan vadaiyan. The celebration happens in the man. And this celebration has no reason physical. The only reason is that the individual, the person is no more, is connected to the Guru, is connected to his or her source. We are connected to our source. We will be full of Anand. And that will be available to us forever, and it can't be taken away from us. Maharaj says, Rag Ratan Parvar Pariya. In the period where these banis were composed, the rags had raginis and families with it. There was a whole composition and a methodology of vesting rags with their family, with different compositions were composed, and it became a family. No longer is that being used now, but this is what it refers to. Rag means, directly if you translate rag, it means love. The rag ratan, the jewel of life, the real value, the inherent value of life is in this Anand, is finding this Anand. It is more potent than owning the entire creation's wealth, because it is unconditional and it is forever. Rag Ratan Parvar Pariya. So Maharaj says there is such a celebration that all the rags have descended and they are singing, they are celebrating. Shabad Gavanaiya. They have come to sing the Shabad. The Shabad is the method. In every tradition in the world where there is a spiritual journey, there is a Jyot and Jugat. A goal and a method. And in the Sikh tradition, the Jugat is Shabad. Wherever you will find the tradition of Amrit has Shabad in it. The Guru Granth Sahib has Shabad in it. Shabad is our meeting our Guru. And Guru Nanak says that my Guru is Shabad. Shabad is our experience, the song of the Creator connecting us to our own Creator. It is the revealed Shabad to Guru Nanak and then reaffirmed by the next Guru. And ultimately, Guru Arjan Sahib composed most of the Bani. And he collected the Banis of every other person he thought fit. And he added it to this Guru Granth Sahib. So the revealed Shabad, the Shabad which reveals the presence of the Creator, that is our Jugti, our method. Raag Ratan Parvar Pariyan Shabad Gavan Aiyan. They have come to sing the Shabad. This is the method. If we want to find Anand, if we want to find Guru, if we want to find our Creator, our source mind, if we want to transcend pain and death, then Shabad is the way. And how do we introduce Shabad in our lives? Gaviye suniye, man rakhiye pao. Sing the Shabad. Like Maharaj is singing the Anand Sahib. Gaviye suniye, man rakhiye pao. Find love within yourself. Unconditional love, the love for the Creator. Dukh par har sukh kar le jaye. Go beyond pain and sorrow and go to the house of Sukh, of Anand. The transformation of life happens through listening to the Shabad with attentive and attention. Prabh ki ustat karo sant meet savdhan ekagar cheet, with one mind, without wandering mind. The reason we read Bani, we go through part every day but don't experience Anand is because our dhyan is not in the Bani. We don't have dhyan. We don't know what is dhyan. And without dhyan, the experience cannot open. Thir kar baiso. The stable mind is the essential ingredient for living Anand, for knowing life in earnest. Aaron mat ved hathyar. First of all, we don't seek. We are seeking happiness with reason. We don't seek the Guru. We want to have our cake and eat it too. And the pain which comes to us is our teacher. It is telling us that we are looking for happiness in the wrong place. But we avoid that lesson. We avoid listening to pain. We avoid living through that pain. That is why Maharaj says that accept pain in the similar way that you accept joy. दुख सुख दुख को तुम सम कर जानो, जो नर दुख में दुख न माने. How is it possible? Is it possible? In our mind state is possible that if we make a loss, we have pain, but we don't feel it. It's not possible. But in the Guru's life, it's possible. What is the difference? This Anand Sahib is the difference. The door of Anand resides within the man, and it changes the entire environment. There is pain, sorrow outside, but not within. Without knowing this Anand, we will keep wandering, and we don't know where the next life will take us. We can only know if we have found Dhyan and we have connected to the Guru in this life. Then maybe, even if it takes 2-3 lifetimes, the Guru will be connected to us. Raag Ratan Parvar Pariyan Shabad Gavan Aiyan. शब्दों ता गावो हरि केरा मन जिनी वसाया. This is the problem, that we don't invest this shabad in our man. Water over a duck's back. We read it, we go through it, we even know the meanings, but we don't live it. We don't live the shabad. एक शब्द मेरे प्राण बसत है, मेरे प्राण बसत है. It is living the Shabad is, I'm living the Shabad experience with all my pran, with all my body, with all my soul, with all my spirit. Bahar Janam Nama. But we want to be miserly. We don't want to invest our man in Shabad. And yet we want the experience. Yet we don't want sorrow. Yet we don't want pain. Sorrow and pain will visit everyone, even with the Brahmgyani it visits. But the difference is that the Brahmgyani knows this inner environment of Anand. One thing which the experience of the Guru's going through pain tells us is that the Guru lives through this experience of life with Anand Sahib as the companion, Anand as the companion. That is the proof that Guru Arjan Sahib is Brahmgyani, that he has Anand within him, that every part of his being is full of Anand. So even when he is being martyred, his life experience is different from ours. And that is the same thing with all our Gurus, all the Sikhs also who have realized, and all the people in this world who have realized. Mansoor, Anal Haq. What Guru Sahib saying in the Zafarnama is the same thing. Na saazo, na bazo, na fauzo, na farsh. Khudavand bakshan de hue sharsh. I have no royalty, I don't have any Sikhs left, I don't have money, I don't have any house, any land. Khudavand bakshan de hue sharsh. But yet my sorrow, my pain doesn't hide away my Anand. Khudavand bakshan de. My experience of life is unconditional happiness, he says. And it is potent to know that even beyond the body that Anand exists. That's why death becomes meaningless in some ways. In some ways. मरता मरता जग मुआ मर भी ना जाने कोई, ऐसी मरनी जो मरे भौर न मरना होए. कबीर मोह मरने का चाव है, मरो तो हर के द्वार. जिस मरने ते जग डरे, मेरे मन आनंद. He says, I have found Anand. The people fear death, but I visit death with Anand because I have found Anand in my life. He tells his wife when he is going to leave his body, he says, let's leave Varanasi. We will leave Kasi. We will go to Magar. The Pandit used to say that in Magar, if you go to Magar, you will go to hell. He said, I'll go and die in Magar. I know where I'm going. I know my state of being. And his place is in Magar. And he says, I have found a realization in Magar only. Meeting God is not bound by any space, time and cause. जिस मरने ते जग डरे, मेरे मन आनंद. मरने ही ते पाइए पूर्ण परमानंद. He says, I have already found the Creator. But when the body goes, then even this wall, this small difference between him and me has gone away. Puran Paramanand. Because the body can have its impact, it can cause pain. So are we seeking this Anand? Are we investing in Dhyan? Are we searching how to do Shabad Dhyan? How to sing the Shabad in such a way that it empowers us fills us with Anand, love. Because that's the journey for human life. And if we are doing that, then there's a possibility in this lifetime we find a solution to our problems. Otherwise, there is no end to problems. I may have found wealth, I may have found honor, I may have found all the worldly desires. But in a flash of an eyelid, they can go away. Guru Sahib says, like the shadow of a tree keeps moving. That is how wealth is. What is the culmination of human life, where the possibilities of life are full of Anand, is what we need to find. And they can be found while living. They can't be found when we are gone. Shabdo tagavo hari kera, man jini vasaya. So the visiting Shabad in our man opens the door of Anand. Shabad is our Guru. Shabad Guru Surt Tunchela. If we have found this meeting of the Man and Shabad, then we will transcend our ego mind. Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye pao, dukh parhar sukh kar le jaye. This is what he means when he says, away with the pain and sorrow of life. Dukh parhar, sukh kar le jaye. There is a house of love and joy within us, within our mind. And to transcend it, we have Shabad. Gaviye, suniye. Take the Mool Mantar, take any other Shabad we like, but sing it with love, with earnest dhyan, without wandering the mind in other issues. Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye pao. The possibilities of the life of another can open up. Otherwise, it is all good and bad, divisive mind, wandering. And where we will be tomorrow, we don't know. And there is no rest. Many relationships, many associations, every meeting ends in separation. Every happiness ends with sorrow. Every experience of the body ends in a loss, because everything is taken away in an instant. Kahe Nanak Anand hoa, Satguru mein paya. When we find the Guru, we find Anand in ourselves. Kahe Nanak Anand hoa. This Anand is not happiness of a reason. This Anand is not joy with a relationship, an association, or a thing, or status, or money. It is devoid of all conditions. That is what is empowering of this Anand. If it is a conditional Anand, happiness, then it is sorrow. Because the moment the condition changes, it becomes sorrow. So the Gurus relate to happiness forever. Sada Anand rahe din rati. Suniye maniye man kita pao. Antargat tirat malna ho. Maharaj says that happiness which is forever, I am concerned with that. Not transient happiness. Because that is transient. Sukh ko mange sabko, dukh na mange koi. Sukhe ko dukh agla. One who is happy will become sorrowful tomorrow. Manmukh booj na hoye. Sukh dukh doye dar kapde, pehre jaye manuk. Happiness and sorrow are like clothes. We wear one and then the other. Sukh mango, dukh aage aaye. So sukh hame na mangya paaye. He says, I ask for happiness and pain comes with it. I don't want that happiness. Sadhu is related to Anand, unconditional happiness. He is seeking that. A Sikh is seeking that. Kiv satyara hoiye. This is the question. How do I become truth? How do I become stable forever? What is the story of Hukam, Shabad, Naam? That all rests and culminates in the experience of Anand. And who opens the door of Anand? Satguru mein paya. Keh Nanak Anand hova, Satguru mein paya. The Guru opens the door of Anand. Unconditional happiness. All other happiness, sources of happiness, all other experiences of happiness are connected to sorrow. And they are not what Guru is seeking. They are not what Guru gives us. We can ask for those experiences from Guru. That's fine. But that is our lack of knowledge and awareness. Our lack of knowing the potential of life. Pavan Guru Pani Pita Mata Tart Mat Divs Raat Doi Dai Daya Khele Sagal Jagat Changiyaiyan Buriyaiyan, which is the Karam world. Changiyaiyan Buriyaiyan Vache Taram Hadur is governed by some rules. Karmi Apo Apni Ke Nede Ke Dur. It's our own doing, near or far. The creator is near or far, or the Karam's results are near or far, same thing. But here he ends this life of Karam. And he says, Jinni naam te aaya. The question is those people who are gone beyond who have gone beyond the Karam world and gone into another world. Jinni naam te aaya, gaye mushakkat kaal. Nanak te mukh ujle keti chutti naal. These are the people who really matter, who have earned mushakkat, who have done the real earning. Karmi karmi hoi vichar. So this is the Karam world. Tithe Sohan Panch Parvan. Nadri, the other world is another world. That is the Nishan. That is where the signatures of the Creator exist, where the Nadar is. Where the individual has merged with his Creator and found another. The Sikh has found the Guru. The seeker has found love within and without, everywhere. Found joy. Karmi aave kapda, nadri mokh dwar. These are the two worlds. With Karam we will find the physical body, but with another we will find the mokh dwar, the door which is forever, which is Nirvan, Sachkhand, Anandpur. The first body of Anand Sahib we have done today. If you have any questions, please raise your hands, or you can write your questions and we can address them. And we will culminate the session with Anand Sahib. Kushpreet will give us that joy. And when you listen to Anand Sahib, you listen to what the flow of the words are. What is he saying? He's always talking about Shabad, Man, Dhyan. So we will wait for some questions and then we will start Anand Sahib. You can write your questions or you can raise your hand and we will unmute you. So no questions. I assume we are ready for the journey. Kushpreet, can we start? Anand Sahib, beta.
जी वाहिगुरु जी
जी
रामकली महला तीजा आनंद एक ओंकार सतगुरु प्रसाद आनंद पया मेरी माए सतगुरु में पाया सतगुरता पाया सहज सेती मन वजियां वाधाइयां राग रतन परवार परियां शब्द गावन आइयां शब्दों गावो हरि केरा मन जिनी वसाया कहे नानक आनंद हुआ सतगुरु में पाया। ए मन मेरा तू सदा रहो हर नाले हर नाल रहो तू मन मेरे दुख सब विसारना अंगीकार ओ करे तेरा कारज सब सवारना सबना गला समरथ स्वामी सो क्यों मन हो विसारे कहे नानक मन मेरे सदा रहो हर नाले साचे साहिबा क्या नहीं कर तेरे करता तेरे सब किछ है जिस देह सो पावे सदा सिद्ध सलाह तेरी नाम मन वसावे नाम जिनके मन वसिया वाजे शब्द कनेरे कहे नानक सच्चे साहिब क्या नहीं कर तेरे साचा नाम मेरा आधारो साच नाम आधार मेरा जिन भुखा सब गवाइयां कर शांत सुख मन आए वसिया जिन इच्छा सब पुजाइयां सदा कुर्बान कीता गुर विटो जिस दियां ए वडियाइयां कहे नानक सुनो संतो शब्द करो प्यारो साचा नाम मेरा आधारो वाजे पंच शब्द तित कर सभागे शब्द वाजे कला जित कर तारिया पंच दूत तुद वस कीते काल कंटक मारिया तुर करम पाया तुद जिनको से नाम हर कै लागे कहे नानक तह सुख हुआ तित कर अनहद वाजे अनंत सुनो वड पागी हो सगल मनोरथ पूरे पार ब्रह्म प्रभ पाया उतरे सगल विसूरे दुख रोग संताप उतरे सुनी सच्ची बाणी संत साजन पए सरसे पूरे गुर ते जानी सुनते पुनीत कहते पवित सतगुर रहया पर पूरे बिनवंत नानक गुर चरण लागे वाजे अनहद पूरे सुनते पुनीत कहते पवित सतगुर रहया पर पूरे बिनवंत नानक गुर चरण लागे वाजे अनहद तूरे। श्लोक पवन गुरु पाणी पिता माता तरत महत दिवस रात दोई दाई दाया खेले सगल जगत चंगे आइया बुरे आइया वाचे धर्म दूर करमी आपो अपनी के दूर जिनी नाम ते आया गए मुशक्कत काल नानक ते मुख उजले की छुट्टी नाल जिनी नाम ते आया गए मुशक्कत काल नानक ते मुख उजले की छुट्टी नाल। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। थैंक यू ऑल, थैंक यू सो मच।